Yes, people, this is your boy, Big Ben. Welcome to chapter 15 of my very first book called Complete Project. So, this is what my book looks like. If you haven't seen it, you want to see it and get your own copy. And so, chapter 15, I was basically talking on it, what I titled, What Does It Mean to Represent God? We live in a very tricky age where there's a lot of corny and craftiness going on. So that, especially in places like the Western Hemisphere, where I reside, where I'm currently based at, places like this, where a lot of people would not believe or would not accept that there is a God or that God exists, but yet they are very spiritual and very into the occultic realm, dabbling in all sort of things. I mean, things that you would never believe, and yet they do not want to accept in the open that there is the supernatural or the spiritual realm, because they know that if them accepting that God exists will immediately put them in a position of where do they stand, obviously. Because if you accept that God exists, that there is God, then it means that, and then you're not with that God, then it means that you are on the other side, obviously, which is the side of the devil. But at the moment, nobody wants to. Many people, very many people, don't want to be open and honest as to where they stand spiritually. Because of the good moral benefit that associates with the God factor, with the God side of things, compared to the bad tendencies or the bad situations and circumstances that is attached to the kingdom of darkness or to the devil as one of the benefits, so to speak, in operating from that side. So you see, it's still the situation of the good and evil kind of situation that we're dealing with here. So in this chapter, I was talking about what it means to represent God, and because there are, even though, like, again, these sort of places where you might come to and everywhere seems bright and colorful and nice, good looking and all that, don't be deceived thinking that there are no transactions going on spiritually. There are regular and consistent transactions going on. This is why Jesus Christ says that they mention something to do with that the children of this world, they are wiser than the children of the kingdom, in that they know how to walk their own gift or walk their own business in their occultic ways, whereas the children of God or the children of the kingdom don't even know how to apply the principles of the Bible, of the Word of God. And this is why it's important for you to know how to represent God. When Elijah was faced with the prophets of Baal, he knew how to represent God. He understood what to do, and he did not got his results. So and also I looked at how the Apostle Paul said things like, "Follow me as I follow Christ," because he knew how to represent Jesus Christ. So he knew who to point to, pointing to Jesus. That's the way, the only truth, and the only life. So he now said to us, to the readers of the Bible, to follow him. If people that I was talking to in those days, that follow me as I follow Christ. That's a very tough thing to say, but because he knows how to represent God. It's not, his own case is not a case of do as I say but don't do as I do. So I discussed about all these wonderful things in the Bible here. If you look at someone like Absalom, in his own case, he was diverting people away from going to David. But that's not the case with Paul. I will see you on the other chapter. We've exceeded 5 minutes now. God bless you.